All right, everybody, I got something to talk about. All right, I just found this on YouTube about 3 hours ago. There's a YouTube video made by this guy named Balakai the Meister. All right, and they said that the Doom by Fate situation is horrible. Okay, I'm confused. Like, is this a game? Can somebody tell me what this is in the comments later? Because I don't know what the hell this game is. But I want to explain something. They said that specifically they reported somebody, I guess, dying due to flashing lights. Now here's what I want to explain something, okay? How are you going to tell me that you're epileptic and you're playing video games with flashing lights, right? I'm telling you now, if I went up in that guy's DMs, he would probably most likely admit to playing Call of Duty. He would most likely admit to playing fucking Call of Duty Zombies mode, because there's a lot of flashing lights in there, and there's a lot of fucking grenades, and there's a lot of fucking explosions. So that's flashing lights, because VFX, when they do this, when they explode, that's called flashing lights. It's called flashing because it explodes away from the character, or it explodes away from the original move of itself. It's a flashing light, okay? If you're gonna sit there and tell me that that's not a flashing light, then you are the biggest liar I've ever seen. Because this is a flashing light too. Look, explosion. Oh no! It's a flashing light, dumbass. Okay? If you're gonna tell me that you're gonna try to sit there and say that the devs are responsible for somebody else ending up in a hospital, I want you to think about this really closely. If you play a horror game or you open up a movie, right? And you're just reading the description and you decide to click on that movie, right? And you say, and you try to go to court and sue the movie because they don't have a warning for you because you're epileptic. I want you to think about this. If it's a horror movie and it has rated R on it, it's gonna have flashing lights, dumbass. It's fucking common sense. You can't sit there and tell me that it's not gonna fucking tell you that. I mean, this is like dead-ass everybody should know this. Everybody that is a decent age should obviously know that if you're gonna play a video game, it's flashing lights. That's how things work. That's how VFX work. That's how things like this on my back work. Because that's VFX, okay? VFX are flashing lights, which are things that flash on the screen of the resolution that you are playing on of the display, like a TV, or let's say, for example, like if you're watching a movie and like a big explosion happens, a fucking flashbang goes off, or, you know, say, for example, there's a big-ass fucking electrical cord that ends up exploding in the middle of a fucking city during a damn doomsday or some shit. It's a fucking flashing light. And when you're playing Call of Duty and you're throwing grenades, it's a flashing light because it's a fucking grenade. It's gonna explode. It's gonna flash everywhere and go everywhere because it's gonna not be very good to look at. Which basically is not proving a point that just because you're epileptic doesn't mean that you can go against the developer. If you already damn well know it's a horror game and it has flashing lights in it, doesn't mean that you can sit there and try to blame it on the developers. Because you can't blame the developers for that. If you already knew that there was flashing shit in there and you played the game originally with flashing stuff and that's the only thing you started complaining about today, as of right now, 3 hours ago, after something happened, that means that you're just a strickle little shit and you just want something to complain about. Because that's basically what you're pulling right now. You're basically doing what Zombie's doing, okay? He finds something in the game, tries to turn it into an issue, when his whole argument is literally countered by what he just said. Because this one guy, Meister, that was sitting over here talking about like how people are epileptic and how it has flashing lights and how they had to tone it down. I'm confused how you're going to try to tell me that that is bad when I've seen even worse, bro. Okay? I've seen worse. Like, I've legit played Call of Duty. I've played fucking Zombies with random players, which is still Call of Duty. But there's multiple different weapons in each mode. And, I mean, I've been hit with a flashbang. I've been hit with a Syntex grenade. I've been hit with a fucking C4. They're all flashes because they are exploding. It's like when you're shooting a gun, right? You see flashes on your screen. Those are the bullets that are coming out of the gun muzzle, okay? If you're gonna say that you just went into the hospital from an epileptic episode, that's like you flicking the lights, okay, in your room, all right? That's like you sitting over there, sitting in front of a TV and seeing multiple different images play through multiple different times. It's blue light. It is switching between each image, which means that that's lights that are being flashed into your face while you were watching the movie. Because that's why whenever you're playing video games or shit, people with epileptic can only play certain video games. Ones that don't have flashing lights. But there's the thing. A lot of people tell me that, oh, well, it's on the severity of the case. I don't care how severe it is. You can't just go after a game developer just because you feel like you're entitled to taking something away from somebody. When you damn well fucking knew you were epileptic. And you decided to play the game anyway, knowing the consequences of your actions. That's like you sitting there, stealing a police's car, and then getting out of the car and saying, oh, I didn't know it was yours. When you know damn well, when you're a child, they tell you when stealing shit is not okay. Because my argument definitely makes sense here, because you can't counteract this argument. Because right now, the way that you're sitting over here saying that you're epileptic and you blame the devs for your epileptic episode is like you blaming a cop for stealing his shit when they already told you at a young age that that was going to happen. That's like when you go into the movie theater, right? And they say there's going to be flashing lights and everything. That's what a movie theater fucking is, moron. If you go in a movie theater and you end up having an episode, you can't sue them legally because you were warned. You knew that there was going to be flashing lights. You knew that when you went in that movie theater, you knew that you were obviously going to be exposed to massive amounts of flashing lights. You knew that you were going to be exposed to massive amounts of blue light. You knew you were going to be exposed to multiple different scenes playing at once, flashing into your face as they tripped through the whole fucking series. So you can't tell me that you're going to try to go against the game developer team just because you want compensation for a dumb mistake that you made. That's stupid, and that's not even an argument. And also, that's not even based off of half of the whole fucking time that people have been doing. Because all I've been seeing people do, is consistently go after devs. Say, I'm entitled to this because this happened to me. I don't care if you're in the fucking hospital. You knew what the fuck was gonna happen to you. Don't fucking do it next time. Okay? I mean, it's simple fucking common sense at this point. I mean, seriously. I mean, if you're gonna go in there, and you're gonna do it anyway, knowing the fact that you shouldn't, doesn't mean that you disobey that and then do it anyway just so you can get fucking attention out of it. That's pathetic. That is literally fucking pathetic, and that is sad. I mean, seriously, that makes me want to cry. Not tears. I don't give a shit what the fuck happened to that person in the damn hospital. What I want you guys to know is that makes me fucking laugh my ass off, because that's ridiculous. And a lot of people tell me, oh, well, it's death, it's not okay. Well, guess what? Death happens on a daily fucking basis. I'm telling you right now, there's multiple different people that die more than we do right now that are probably in a world war or some shit, or are probably dying from cancer. Well, guess the fuck what? That's how life works. We live and we were created to die. So, grow the fuck up and get over it. Because if you can't handle fucking death, I don't see how the hell you're going to handle the fact that a game is telling you, and is even showing you, in YouTube videos, because I'm telling you, this person probably watched YouTube videos with flashing shit on it. And the only time that they complained about it was now, when somebody decided to post a YouTube video about it and want to try to support some dumbass who has no argument, who has no evidence at all. And I'm telling you right now, when I'm looking at that video, it does not look completely full. It does not look he specifically took the time to look into that, because he's looking at an article that I'm telling you, if I looked at that article, I'm pretty sure that article would be days old. Probably even like years old on top of that. And then the fact that these comments are probably not even fresh made. And people have had this issue before, but knowing the fact that you're epileptic and you're going to play a horror game is fucking stupid. You need to think about that. Whoever is epileptic and views this video, I want you to know something. You are a complete dumbass if you're going to go into a game and try to blame the game developers or blame the game owner because you had an episode. When you know damn well that your parents have warned you since childbirth that if you go into a fucking horror game, that is the reason why they tell you, if you do a horror game, you are going to get flashlights in your face. It's not their responsibility to protect you. Your responsibility is to understand, okay, well, until they add that setting, until they add it to where I can play it, then I shouldn't touch that game. It's common fucking sense. Doesn't mean you play the game anyway. But I can't stand people who try to make arguments like that. If you're going to make arguments like that, at least be able to prove your fucking point and not get counter-argument like I just did. because that's pathetic. You need to do better than that. And I'm telling a lot of people now, I'm the one out of like most of the YouTubers that are willing to speak the truth. And a lot of YouTubers are going to try to cover it up for content. I don't care. Okay, I don't care about content. I don't care how the way you see me. I may be the most cruel fucking person you met, but at least I speak the fucking truth. And if I'm willing to speak the truth, that means that I'm willing to see past the mistakes of stupid people like them. So unless you want to be on my side and you want to see the real truth with shit, I don't see why the hell you're still trying to support dumbasses like that unless you want to turn out dead.